Hello everyone and welcome to Holiday Memories, the Advent Knit Along. My name's Kyle. I've been with you all these days. We've been going over either different aspects of the pattern. Sometimes there's a little bit of a tip or a pointer. Sometimes I'm sharing holiday memories of my own. And now I get to bring Anu in to say hello to you. Anu is our one of our team members who does all the sewing, so the bags that you got. Anu made those bags for you, so thank you, Anu, for all of your talent. There were 150 of those.
Yes.
How long did it take you to?
It only took 4 days actually,
4
but they
days.
were very, very long days.
Long days, lots of so, and very precise also. All the bags are printed in our, I guess, sewing studio, in our crafting studio. Corey did all the printing of the fabric, so thank you to Corey. He also designed the little motifs and did all that for us, and then cut them out, and then you did all the sewing.
I did all the sewing and cutting the zippers
pressing
and pressing.
More pressing.
Lots of pressing.
Yeah.
Lots of pressing.
No
Nobody appreciates the pressing, but just like knits benefit from blocking, the bags need to be pressed.
Yeah, and I didn't realize when I was learning, like the very first time I learned how to sew, that a lot of sewing is just pressing. Like,
Yes.
you're ironing, like a lot of ironing. So anyway, you are from Estonia.
Yes, and I was born in Soviet Union because when I was born a long time ago, it was Soviet Union.
That's so cool. And so Anu brought some pictures to show us because I asked everyone to, talk to us about holiday memories. And so I want you to talk about these, like what's going on in this picture here. So this is the one of you and your mom.
There's a picture of me and my mom, and we are standing near a park close to where I lived. Actually, it is right by the park where our re-independence was announced. And I am wearing lots of knits. I'm wearing a knitted hat, I'm wearing mittens, I'm wearing socks. My mom sewed my snowsuit because what you might not know is that during Soviet Union there was shortage of pretty much everything. Like starting from simple things like toilet paper, sugar, clothes, boots. So a lot of clothes were made. My mom is also wearing a knit hat. I don't know if she knitted that. I don't know if she made that kind of complex color work, but it has traditional motifs, and she's also wearing really fancy mittens. But the picture is black and white because back in those days, a lot of people developed the pictures at home. We lived in a one-room apartment, and when I say one room, there was the kitchen was in the same room, the bedroom was in the same room, the living room was in the same room. It was all just one room. And he developed photos in there, which is pretty awesome.
That's cool. And then there's this picture here, which is you wearing your little hat. Little baby Anu.
Yeah, that is definitely knit by my mom.
So that's color work. So she did some color work.
Yeah, the other one looks a little more complex, but
Yeah.
maybe she just gave that up later.
And so you were out skiing, it looks like. That's kind of fun.
Yes, in Estonia we do not downhill ski. It is very flat. Well, there are little hillocks. It's kind of, maybe think like upstate New York kind of hillocks. And people cross country ski. And I am maybe like 3 years old. So that's when you start cross country skiing. Because why not? And the skis, they were legit like this long. Because I remember seeing them when I was a teenager and I was like, what are these? And apparently they are like 3-year-old skis.
When did you learn to knit? Were you knitting at like 3 also?
No, Estonia is not Shetland Islands where they actually supposedly started at 3. I learned to knit when I was 10 years old, and I learned to knit in school in a class. Even though my mom knit, my grandmother knit, they didn't really teach me. My mom taught me to crochet at 9, and then I made one pot holder, and then I went to school and learned to knit. And the first project was socks, because why not? Like, just put these like 10, 11-year-olds to knit socks.
A lot of kids, when they first learn, they start making gloves, it's like fingered gloves or something, I don't know.
I did mittens the next year, color work mittens.
Yeah.
Like at the age of,
Just do it.
like about
That's
11,
so
12.
cool. Well, this is so cool. I love that you brought all these, and I love also your tree. We didn't talk about the
Oh,
tree.
we didn't talk about the tree. In Estonia, we put real candles on the trees. And also the trees, compared to American trees, they look really sparse. As you can see, there are not very many branches because this is the kind of firs what grow in Estonia. We don't have these like really full ones. And if you look real closely, you can see the candles burning. I have never heard of anybody's tree catching on fire, but we also don't bring our tree in until it's generally like the 19th, 20th, sometimes 23rd, and then you have the candles on the lit on the 24th because Christmas Eve is our main day, and on the 25th when you hang out, but you're always by the tree. And then when you're done, they're very small candles. They're like a little bit taller than birthday candles, so they don't actually last that long. And then you blow them out, and it's fine. It's okay. But if you do it at home, just watch it.
Yeah.
You don't leave it unattended.
And you have a second Christmas.
During Soviet years, there was a second Christmas because the Soviet people, government people, they didn't believe in celebrating the Christian 24th, 25th kind of Christmas. So we celebrated New Year's as a Christmas, and then something akin to Santa Claus came, Ded Moroz, which means Father Frost, with his helper Snegurочка, a snowflake, and they would give presents. And so during my childhood years, we got presents twice because we did the traditional Christmas, which you were kind of not supposed to do, but during my childhood, the rules weren't so strict. And then later, during New Year's, we did
You get a whole other one.
The other set of presents. But it was also really useful because you could go to one set of grandparents for one and to the other for the other, and there was never an issue with that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're part of our family. And I'm glad that you sewed all those bags because
Yes.
everyone loves them, I think. So anyway, have fun, everyone, with the rest of your knitting for today. I will see you again tomorrow. Happy Christmas, Anu, and happy Christmas again.
Yes.
A few days
And
later.
happy knitting.
Happy knitting, everyone.